Thank you for watching this video. Today we will be doing technical analysis on the S&P 500 for Wednesday, December 16th, 2020. And for this analysis, we will be using stockcharts.com. That is the charting service that I use and pay for, and I will leave a link to their site in the description box below this video. My name is Rodney Constable. I have over 30 years of investing experience, including over 25 years of experience trading stocks and options. I am a former financial advisor, a former vice president of a major mutual fund company, and I am the president and founder of Simple Market Signals at simplemarketsignals.com. Today, the S&P 500 was up 18 basis points, and we closed at 3701.17. And what we can see here is at 2 o'clock this afternoon, there was a Fed announcement, and it's pretty common that those Fed announcements create volatility, even if what they say is pretty much what everybody expected, and that's pretty much what happened this afternoon. So you can see right there at 2 o'clock, we had some long candles, and these are 1-minute candles, by the way, so this is a one-day, 1-minute candlestick chart of the S&P 500. And then we dipped slightly into the negative. The dotted blue line is where we finished up yesterday. We dipped slightly into the negative between about 210 and about 235. And then from there, you can see that the market found its footing, hit our highs just after 3:30 in the afternoon, and then kind of sold off from there. But again, finishing up 18 basis points today, closing above 3,700 at 3701.17. The next chart that we're going to look at is a 3-week daily candlestick chart of the S&P 500. So I just want to focus on these last 15 trading days so we can really tell what's been going on. The blue line is set at 3,700. So the first thing I want to point out is with today's close at 3701.17, this is only the second day in the history of the S&P 500 where we have closed above 3,700. The other day was back on December 8th, where we closed at 3702.25. So we were just a little bit more than 1 point below that level right there. So we came pretty close to a new all-time high. But at the end of the day, we fell just slightly short, but still the second highest close ever on the S&P 500, and only the second time in the history of the S&P 500 with a close above 3,700. Now, the other thing to point out here is we now have 2 days in a row where the S&P 500 has been positive. The last time that happened was back on December 1st and 2nd. But you can see from that point, we had a negative, a positive, a negative, a positive, 4 negative days in a row. Well, we now have 2 positive days in a row. Also, the other thing, guys, to keep in mind is sometimes there's delayed reactions to the Fed verbiage the next day or two after a Fed announcement. Now, you know, what they said from what I could tell, and I didn't read the minutes or anything like that, but I was watching live on CNBC when they made the announcement, and then I watched the press conference with Fed Chair Powell. There didn't seem to be anything surprising at all. They're going to keep interest rates low, as we all expected. They're going to continue to buy assets for a while and then taper off at some point in the future. You know, they're trying to target inflation, but they've been trying to target, 2+% inflation for a decade, and they haven't even been able to achieve that. So I didn't hear anything that was unexpected in either, what the Fed said, what anybody on CNBC said. So but with that said, guys, the markets, we don't know, right? So who knows? Maybe overnight somebody dissects the verbiage just right and they don't like it and we roll back over. But at least for now, we have our second close above 3,700 ever. We have 2 days in a row that's positive. So for now, it looks like these markets continue to want to go higher or at least tread water. So yes, the trading has been sloppy over the last 3 weeks or so. We've kind of lost our upward momentum, but we're setting just underneath the all-time highs in the S&P 500. So from a price action standpoint, the markets are really hanging in there. Do you know the level of risk in the stock market on an ongoing basis? Simple Market Signals. It's like having risk radar for the U.S. stock market. Simple Market Signals is less than $20 per month. Simple Market Signals is for financial professionals and individual investors. What is it costing you to not have this information? To get started, go to simplemarketsignals.com.